So I made an offer to No Limit Soldier, which obviously it seems like he's too afraid to take. Okay. No Limit Soldier said he was a track star in high school. This is what he said. So I said, film a video of you running on the track. Doesn't seem like a very hard offer. He said he was a track star. So, I mean, listen, I understand we get older. I get it. We're not the same people we were in high school, obviously. But if you have a tremendous talent and you're a track star, I'm also led to believe that that talent doesn't just disappear. He's got to have something left. He's got to have some chops left, right? So let's see it, film it. But instead, he goes to his father's garage. He doesn't own his own home. We all know this. He lives with his father, his parents. Okay, so he goes to his father's garage. Most likely, it's his father's tools. He's showing his tools. He doesn't even have the money to afford his own tools. Okay, so the tools that he's using is his father's tools. So he's trying to like divert from the subject of him being a track star. We want to see you. Look, I know people in high school, good friends of mine, that are track stars, and I'm actually going to be giving them a call to see what would be a respectable amount of laps that they could do. Look, I admit to you, I'm not a track star. Okay, I don't do much running, I don't do much walking, but I will say this: I'm going to get the answer. Okay, and when I get the answer, I want to see you run. Let's just call it 5 laps. It might be more, but let's call it 5 laps. I want to see you run, and I'm talking about a professional, like, my kids' school, they have a big, gigantic track. I'm talking something along the lines of that. I want you to go to something professional and run maybe 5, possibly 10 laps. I don't know what the answer is. I want to find out what the answer is. And if you can't do that, well, you don't got a real skill. Okay, look, what are you doing with those tools? You're not doing anything with those tools, first of all, except maybe playing with them with yourself. That's what you're doing with the tools. What do you do? I haven't seen you do anything that requires tools. And first of all, that's not even what the subject is. That's not what the subject is. The subject is you said you were a track star. I asked you a direct question. I said, "What are your skills?" You didn't say take a tool and shoving it up my behind. That's not it. That's for enjoyment for you because you're a sick guy. That's for enjoyment. I asked you what your skill was, and you said your skill was you were a track star. That was your words. So once again, I'm calling you out. I want to see you run on the track. I'd like to see you do 5, maybe 10 laps. Okay, and I'd like to see how fast you're running. When is that going to happen? And I'll tell you what, I'll do it too. Now, here's the sick thing. If I could do it, then you are really the world's largest chump. Because, bro, all I eat is food. I'm not exercising. I'm not walking. I'm not running. If I do it, if I can match even what you're doing, track star my friggin' balls. Track star my ass. Okay? So I have a feeling you can't even run a few laps. That's what my opinion is, without you fainting on the floor, most likely having a heart attack and being rushed to the ambulance, okay, being rushed to the hospital. Listen to me. You can't do it. I am calling you out. You can't run. You can't do it. So prove me wrong. I want someone to film a video of you running at least, say, 2 or 3, maybe 5 laps. I personally think that a professional track star like you could probably do 10 laps. Someone who's like, because you called yourself a star. You're a star. So really, you know what the bet should really be? Because I'm not a track star. I should only really be able to do 50% of what you could do, right? Because you're the track star. I'm the amateur. I'm the fat man who doesn't run, who doesn't. So if I could do 50% even, like let's say you did 10 laps and I did 5 laps, to me, that's basically even Steven. We're equal because you're the track star. So if you did 2 laps, that means I should be able to do 1 lap. You understand? I should be able to only do 50% of what you do. So when are we going to do this? I swear to you, I'll go down right now to my kid's school and I am ready to run. Okay? But I want you to go first because I have to do 50% because you're the track star, not me. This is your skill. That would be like me asking you to play the piano, as an example. I mean, obviously, you're not going to play as good as me. But if you could even do 50%, if you could do a little bit of what I was doing, I would be impressed. Because you're not the piano star, right? You're not the piano player. Now, there's another thing he said, which I'm going to make another video on next. I just wanted this to be solely on him calling him out of him being the track star he is. But he's a wimp. He's a coward. All this guy is all talk. He's all talk and no action. I want to see you run 10 laps. You're a track star, right? Run 10 laps and I'll run 5. I think that's a fair offer.